ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ। So just now it has been confirmed that the Chief of Defence Staff for India, he has passed away along with his wife and 11 other people on board. So I pray that Rama grants them Uttama Gati after this death. You know, they have served the nation in a big way. And also one person is undergoing treatment. So if Rama wills, he will also be fine. So with that, we will enter into our Satsanga today. So last class, we have finished up to 30th Sarga. We have finished up to 22nd Shloka. Iti sa shoka santapta vilapya karunambahu chukrosha patimayasta bhrasha malingya saswaram. So Ayasta, now she has, she's spoken so much, so she's tired now. So Patimalingya, having hugged her husband, Bhrisham Saswaram Chukrosha. Bhrisham means extremely a lot, and then Saswaram means in a loud pitch, you can say Chukrosha, she started crying. I mean, so also you can imagine, so she also has said some harsh words, etc. So I was telling you yesterday, which I forgot to say in the class, for that Shailu Shaivamam Rama Parebhyo Dhatumichasi, etc. All those harsh things that she said, commentators are saying, so somehow she wants to make Rama accept. So even after saying, I'm such a great Pativrata, I have never thought of anybody else, I have always followed you, even after saying that much, if he's not accepting to take her with him, then she gets angry and tries to instigate him in some other way. So that is there. One thing, so we have to also notice, see, in anger Sita Devi is speaking like this, and whether Rama anytime will speak like that in anger at any given time. You see, ultimately Rama is the hero of this epic. So even Sita Devi, at least out of anger, of course only with Rama, so she's speaking like that. A little harshly she will speak to Ravana also, so not so harshly perhaps. So whether Rama also will speak like that in anger, so we will have to wait and see whether such situations come and how Rama will react. So you might want to keep that in mind. And also I might forget saying this when the next Sarga starts, so or maybe I might not forget also, but let me put it here. You see, with Kausalya Devi and Rama, that Sambhashanam went to 4-5 chapters. Sita Devi and Rama Sambhashanam went to 4-5 chapters. See, when it comes to Lakshmana, I have counted, I think, only 7 shlokas. So Rama and Lakshmana's dialogue, of course Lakshmana is going to speak a little more, but Rama on his part trying to convince Lakshmana not to come is only 7 shlokas and very limited kind of arguments. He says, if you come away, who will take care of Kausalya, Sumitra, etc. And what Lakshmana will say to that, all that we will see. He's also going to be a little harsh, but not to Rama, but to Bharata, etc. We will see all that there. So that you might want to keep in mind how Rama spoke to Kausalya Devi, how Rama spoke to Sita Devi, how Rama is going to speak to, of course, going to speak to Sita Devi yet. Little more is there, and the next chapter he will talk to Lakshmana. That is going to be a very brief conversation. To me, it appears like, okay, Rama is also, he cannot do without Lakshmana. You see, from childhood they are like that, and also practically also Lakshmana will be of help to him in the forest instead of he being alone. If some help is there, perhaps he has also been thinking like that. In his mind it has been there that Lakshmana also, if he comes along, it will be nice. Perhaps he thought like that, but then of course he won't. See, Rama's nature is he won't enforce it upon others. Like even here on Sita Devi, he did not want to enforce. On Lakshmana also he won't enforce, but there he won't press so hardly also. So he will say, it's better you don't come. Later he's going to say also, it's better you go away. So far you have come, but it's better you go away. But as soon as Lakshmana says something, he will immediately agree immediately. So you will see Lakshmana has a great role to play in Rama's life. In Aranyakaanda, etc. We will see and Kishkinda-kanda, etc. So how much Lakshmana plays an important role in Rama's life, we will see that there later. So iti sa shokasantapta vilapya karunambahu chukroshapati mayasta bhrishamalingyasaswaram nausavidha bhubhir vakyir digdhairiva gajangana chidasanniyatam bashpam mumochagni vivaranihi. So the next 2-3 shlokas, Valmiki is, describing the scene. It's not anybody's words. He's describing the scene, and at the same time, whenever Valmiki gets an opportunity to describe a scene, he always uses, some upama there. So beautiful upamas he uses. Here he's telling, you see, Sita Devi was holding her tears for very long, and now finally she kind of gave in and released those tears from her eyes. Like this Arani, so potentially Agni is there, and lot of friction is there, and finally that Agni will, be kind of, what should I say? Kind of released from the Arani stick. So Arani Manthanam, so 2 sticks they will use and keep rubbing against each other, and out of that friction, Agni will be born. So that Agni is what they use for Yajna Yagas, etc. So what he's telling, Sa here is Janaki Devi, Sa Vidha Bahubhihi. Did we? No, I just mentioned them. So we just read these verses. We haven't finished them. I stopped at Saswaram, and I said, instead of stopping at a place where Sita Devi cries, let us go a little more ahead. And I stopped where Priti Ratmavata Yatha. Till there I just read the verses. Savidha bahubhir vakyir digdhairiva gajangana chirasanniyatam bashpam mumochagni vivaranihi. Sa Sita Devi Vak bahubhihi vakyaihi vidha. So vidha means, hurt or pierced by the various words that Rama spoke so far. She is hurt by the words that Rama spoke so far, saying, why don't you stay back here? It's going to be difficult there. So it looks like Rama doesn't have confidence in me. Maybe he thinks that I will come there and keep complaining, etc. So all those thoughts are hurting her. Sa vidha bahubhihi vakyaihi. Like how, so digdha iva Gajangana. So Gajangana means a female elephant. Like a female elephant, when she's pierced, how she behaves, like that Sita Devi is behaving. So there is some kind of Gambhiryam also, and at the same time that hurt also is being expressed. So Digdhairiva Gajangana, Bahubhihi Vakyaihi Vidha, and how she is Gajangana Digdha. So Digdhaihi Vakyaihi actually. So Digdhaihi Vakyaihi means Vishalipta Banaihi Chirasanniyatam Bahukalam San. So Digdhaihi iva Gajangana, that Digdhaihi you have to put with Gajangana. So that Gajangana, female elephant, like she is pierced by Digdha means so arrows filled with poison. So when that elephant, she elephant, how she behaves when she is pierced by poisonous arrows, like that Sita's state is now when she is being pierced by the words of Rama. And then what happened? Chirasanniyatam bashpam mumocha. So Chirasanniyatam, for a long time she has been controlling those tears, and those tears, Bashpam, which is Chirasanniyatam, for a long time they have been controlled. Mumocha, she released them from her eyes, and that is like, so Agnim iva Aranihi. Aranihi Agnim iva. So Sita Chirasanniyatam Bashpam Mumocha, like Agni releases Arani. That is, it is always there as potential, and due to a lot of friction, that Agni is coming out like that. The tears are there in Sita Devi already, that Shoka is there. And because of all this conversation, back and forth conversation, now it has finally come out, and she started crying heavily. Tasyas Phatika Sankasham Vari Santapasam Bhavam Netrabhyam Parisusrava Pankajabhyam Vodakam. Tasyaha Spatika Sankasham Vari Netrabhyam Parisusrava. Netrabhyam, from her 2 eyes. So Parisusrava, they started what should I say, flowing out. So from her eyes something started flowing out. What will flow from her eyes? So Spatika Sankasham Vari. Vari means water which is crystal like. So very clear waters. So that is, her tears are so clear. That's what she's trying to say. Valmiki is trying to say. Tasyaha, from her netrabhyam. So Tasyaha netrabhyam means from her 2 eyes. Spatika Sankasham Vari Parisusrava, that Vari, water which is crystal like, that started flowing from her 2 eyes. And where did that water come from? Santapa Sambhavam. So those tears are coming because of the Santapa, or the the agony that she is having of separation with Rama, the possibility of separation from Rama. From that agony it is being born, and then that is looking like Pankajabhyam iva udakam. Like, so you see those eyes are like lotus, and from those eyes waters are coming. So he's telling, you see, in lotus, so flowers, some flowers naturally have some secretion out of them, like that. From some water is being secreted out of lotus, like that. From Sita's two eyes, water is coming out. That is, tears are coming out. So Tatsitamala Chandrabham Mukhamayatalojanam Pariyashushya Tabashpena Jalodhritam Ivambujam. So Tatsitamala Chandrabham. Sitamala Chandra. Sita means Paurnami is called Sita. So Sita Amala. So the Mala related to Sita is, so Tilakakara says the Mala related to Paurnami is. So on Paurnami there could have been a Grahanam, and there is Grahanam, then that sun, the moon, a little redness will be there, etc. Such kind of mala is not there. Such kind of moon-like face Sita Devi has. Sita Devi has a face like a moon, which is not, which is Paurnami moon. But then even Paurnami moon, sometimes, there can be this Rahu Grasta mala can be there. But here Sita Devi's face is like the clear Paurnami moon without any mala. So Sita Amala Chandra Sankasham. Sita Amala Chandrabham means, so it's looking like Chandra, which is clear, without any pollution, impurity, whatever, like the Paurnima moon, her faces. That Sitamala Chandrabham Mukham. So Sitamala Chandrabham Mukham Ayathalochanam. So that face has very long eyes. So Ayathalochanam Paryashushyata. So Tat Mukham, Tan Mukham Paryashushyata. So it started drying, withering away. Paryashushyata Bashpena. Because of those tears, they are hot, so because of those tears. So the idea is, because of tears she is looking sad, and then that there is some kind of beauty in that face, and at the same time there is sorrow also. That he is trying to say, it's beautiful like the moon, yet it is looking like a withered lotus. That's what he wants to say. And then, so Jalodhritam Ivambujam. So Jalodhritam Jalodhritam Ivambujam is so like a lotus plucked away from the waters. I think I hope I'm right. Whatever is the translation, please let me know. Jalodhritam Ivambujam means, so like a lotus plucked out from waters. So how it will be dried and withered away, like that. Sita Devi's face is also looking withered away. Why? Because those tears are kind of withering away. Those tears are hot, like that. These people are saying in the commentary. So all that is there. So Santapa Sambhavena Ushnena Ambuja Paksha. So in Ambuja Paksha, what you should take and all that is there. But those Bashpa are hot, hot tears of sorrow. Because of that, her face is looking withered away. Tatsitamala Chandrabham Mukhamaya Talojanam Paryashushyata Bashpena Jalodhrite Mivambujam Tam Parishvadya Bahubhyam Visanyami Vadukhitam Uvacha Vachanam Ramaha Parivishwasayan Tada. So Tam means her. So her who is so thusly crying, etc. That kind of Sita Devi. Bahubhyam Parishvadya. So he also hugged back in return. It's not like, Sita Devi hugged him and then he waited, okay, let Valmiki write 2-3 shlokas, then I will hug. It's not like that. So Valmiki is taking a break in terms of narration of events. In between, he's just giving a description of the situation. So immediately Rama also responded. You should take it that way. Sita Devi hugged and then Rama hugged back. In between, Valmiki just took a break to describe how Sita Devi's face and heart, etc. all that. So that is her mind and face, how they are. Tam Bahubhyam Parishvajya Dukhitam. Tam Dukhitam, she who's thusly, sorrowful, that Sita Devi, and she's Visanyam, she's as though about to lose her consciousness. She's as though about to faint because of all that Dukkham. So that Sita Devi, Bahubhyam Parishvajya, Ramaha, what did he do? Vachanam Uvacha. So he spoke the following words. How did he speak? Parishwasayan Tada Vachanam Uvacha. So Parishwasayan means so words that, so Parishwasayan Uvacha means as even he is comforting, soothing her, he spoke. That means he spoke soothing words to Sita Devi. Uvacha Vachanam Ramaha Parishwasayan Tada. So this Parishwasayan means Anujjivayan. So kind of reinvigorating her. Her face is, withering away. So Rama's words ultimately are going to bring back that, that beauty of her face, etc. Such kind of words. Parishwasayan, Samyak Vishwasayan. So this is Govinda Raja. Samyak Vishwasayan, that is Parishwasayan. That is, he is reassuring her, comforting her. Don't worry, I am going to take you to the forest. Why I told all this so far, that all he is going to say now, we will see. Tam Parishvadya Bahubhyam Visanyami Vadukhitam Uvacha Vachanam Ramaha Parishwasayan Stada Nadevi Bata Dukkhena Swargamapya Bhirochaye Nahi Mesti Bhayam Kinchit Swayam Bhoriva Sarvataha. Hey Devi, hey Sita Devi, So te bata, I think that is dukkhena swargamapya abhirochaye. That is by causing dukkha to you. Tava dukkhena. So it should be tava, right? So maybe it's a print mistake here. Tava dukkhena. So in commentaries it is tava, but here it is printed as vata. न देवी तव दुःखेन स्वर्गमप्यभिरोचये. So tava dukkhena means tadviyoga dukkhena praptamapiti. So by causing dukkha to you, that is what dukkha here is, viyoga dukkha. By being separated by you, I will cause some dukkha to you. By that dukkha, even swarga if I get, I don't. That is for swarga, if the price that I have to pay is I have to get separated from you, and that will cause you agony. That agony is the price that I have to pay for Swarga. Then such as Swarga also I don't want. That's what he's telling. Nadevi tava dukkhena swargamapya abhirochaye. So I'm not, I don't, even Swarga wouldn't interest me if it comes at the cost of your dukkha. And then you ask what is the bhayam, etc. Namesti bhayam kinchit. So I don't have any fear whatsoever. By swayambho riva sarvataha. Sarvataha means from every other thing. You take it from all ways. In all ways I have no bhayam. So in any which way I have no bhayam. So swayambho ho iva. Like swayambhu has no bhayam in any which way, like that I also have no bhayam. Here Tilakakara nicely says swayambho ho brahmanaha. So swayambho ho here you take it as Brahman. So swavyatirikta tattvastantara bhavena purna balatvena cha yatha bhaya bhavaha tadvadeva mamapi sarvato bhaya bhavaha. So for Brahman there is no bhaya because swavyatirikta tattva vastu abhava. That is swavyatirikta vastu is not there for Brahman. But you might say, oh, but then all these things are there, these creatures are there, they are all, ultimately mithya only. They are not tatvika vastu. So swavyatirikta tattva vastu abhavena, there is bhaya bhavaha for Brahman. That's Swayambhu. Like that for me also, who is a jnani, you can take it that way, or I am Brahman itself. So which is a jnani's realization. Because so dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. So udaramantarang kurute. So those Shruti statements are there. Even if you see, a little dvaita, then that dvaita could be cause for bhayam for you. And but for this jnani, there is no dvaita whatsoever. So there is no bhayam whatsoever. That's what he's trying to say. Like for Swayambhu Brahman, Tilakakara says Brahman here. Like Swayambhu Brahman has no bhayam because there is no dvitiya for him. There is nothing other than him. Therefore, there is no bhayam. So other people have something to say. Govinda Raja will say here, this Swayambhu you should not take as, Chaturmukha Brahma. This Swayambhu you should take as Mahavishnu. Swayambhu, Shambhu, Aditya, etc. Vishnu Sahasranama is there. Of course, he is not quoting that Vishnu Sahasranama here, but I am saying, he says you take it as Vishnu because you can't take it as Chaturmukha, because Chaturmukha Brahma had fear from Madhu, Kaitabha, etc. So then, then you can say Vishnu also had fear from somebody else. If you say, so in Shiva Purana, some story will be there. Vishnu was afraid of something and then Shiva came and saved him. Like that, some story will be there. Then these people will say, all those are Tamasic Puranas. So these kind of things are there. Puranic interpretations they give, and then, one Purana they like, another Purana they don't like. All that is there, be that as it may. So Swayambhu you can take Tilakakara's nice meaning that Swayambhu here means Brahman. So nadevi tava dukkhena swargamapyabhirochaye nahi mesti bhayam kinchit swayambhoriva sarvataha tava sarvam abhiprayam avijnaya shubhanane vasam na rochaye ranye shaktimana pirakshane. So even though I am capable to protect you, so rakshane shaktimanapi, even though I am capable to protect you, even though I have the shakti to protect you, still tava sarvam abhiprayam avijnaya vasam aranye vasam narochaye. Without knowing your complete intention, that is without knowing whether you are also willing to follow me or not, I cannot assume that you will also follow me, you will also be interested. I cannot assume that way. So without knowing that abhiprayam of yours, I have not, I did not want to take you with me. So aranye vasam narochaye. I did not like taking you, or I did not like mandating Aranyavasam for you along with me, because I am not sure of what is your abhiprayam. So sarvam abhiprayam means sarvam samagram antar abhiprayam avijnaya. So sarvam abhiprayam means samagram abhiprayam. That is your true intentions. What is it? I don't know. So without knowing that, I could not have assumed. Therefore, I did not like to, so take you. That is, I did not want to assume that you will also come. Tava sarvam abhiprayam avijnaya shubhanane. Shubhanane means, hey, beautiful faced lady. So, hey Shubhanane, तव सर्वम अभिप्रायम अभिज्ञाय शुभानने वासम न रोचये रण्ये शक्तिमानपि रक्षणे सो अरण्ये वासम न रोचये यत् सृष्टासि मया सार्धं वनवासाय मैथिली अविहातुं मया शक्या प्रीतिरात्मवता यथा. So I told you this shloka yesterday, I mentioned it. So he's telling yet srishtasi maya sardham vanavasaya maithili. Hey Maithili, hey Mithila Rajaputri. So hey Sita Devi, you have been srishta. So maya sardham vanavasaya srishta. You have been what should I say? Srishta, you can say you have been ordained to undergo this vanavasa along with me. That is, so it is for you also. That is, this fate of vanavasam is there for me. It is there for you also. You have been born so to undertake this vanavasa along with me. So yet srishtasi mayasa. So what he's trying to say, you who have been as though created to undergo this vanavasa along with me, that kind of you I can never forsake. Yet srishtasi. So that yet is there. So yet yet so srishta. So that you who have been created like this, that you so vihatum nashakya. You have to make anvaya that way. So yat srishtasi maya sartham vanavasaya maithili na vihatum maya shakya. So tattvam, that kind of you who has to, so on whose fate this vanavasa is also there along with me, that kind of you I can never give up on. I cannot forsake. So maya vihatum nashakya. Vihatum means ohatyage. I cannot give up on you. So it's not possible for me. So vihatum nashakya. So you are somebody whom I cannot give up at any time. For that he is giving a very beautiful upama. So priti ratmavata yatha, like an atmavan. Here atmavan, you can just simply say a person who has his mind under control. For him, his priti will never go away, because so external situations don't dictate his happiness, joy, whatever you want to call that priti. External situations don't dictate to him. So he dictates his own state of mind. So Atmavan, you can take it that way also. Person who has his mind under control. But Tilakakara nicely is putting it here. So Atmavata, Atmajnena yatha pritihi daya hatum ashakya. So Atmavata yatha pritihi hatum ashakya. Like an Atmavan Purusha cannot give up on his priti. So Atmajnani cannot give up on his priti. Here Tilakara says priti is daya. Like an Atmajnani cannot forsake daya. Like that I can never forsake you. You see in this I have mentioned earlier also. So if you remember long back we discussed, so one from an essay, I told you some points, how Uttarakhanda could not have been Valmiki's own Rachana. In that he says, you see, a lot of the Uttarakhanda story, lot of retellings are there. So why did they have to make so many retellings? As in other poets, when they wrote that, why did they have to do that retelling? Because perhaps they were also not comfortable with the storyline, so they had to do those retellings. They're the most harshest of all retellings perhaps is by Kalidasa, where he says, so Sita, you are just an object of enjoyment for me, something like that he says. So we have seen that there. So that is very harsh to say. You see how Rama looks upon Sita Devi. He looks upon Sita Devi as somebody. It's not different from him. So it is his own nature, and he's going to say in so many words also later, Ananya hi maya Sita bhaskarena prabhayatha, etc. in Uddhakanda. So yat srishtasi, for this yat srishtasi means nishchitasi maya sardham vanavasaya gantum. Yadva srishtasi avatirnasi, that meaning also is there. Yat srishtasi, you have also descended upon this earth like me to go to the vanavasa, to have vanavasa along with me, so that only then we can put an end to rakshasa, etc. So just some points from the previous shloka. So when he said abhiprayam avijnaya etena twad abhipraya vijnanarthameva purvamuktam iti suchitam. So obviously it's I mean it's obvious there, but Shiromani Kara is mentioning it. So sarvam abhiprayam avijnaya, I did not choose to take you with me. That means all that I have said so far, that you stay back, you go and serve Bharata, all those things that I said, I don't really mean them. All those things I said only to ascertain what your abhipraya is. Keeping that in mind is why I have uttered all those things. So now Govindaraja nicely writes that shloka in a way. He writes the meaning. Tava viraha dukkha asahishnurapi. Even though I cannot bear with parting with you, I also love you so much that I cannot part with you. Even though I cannot part with you, nirbhayopi, even though I have no fear for me whatsoever, shaktimanapi, even though I am capable of protecting you. So because all these things are the allegations, so to say, that Sita Devi made. So perhaps, you don't. So why did she have to say, I always think of you, etc.? Perhaps you don't believe it. And then you were willing to keep me here in the control of somebody else and go away. So no, that I can also not be without you. That viraha I can also not bear with. And I am nirbhayaha api, and then shaktiman api. तव अंतर अभिप्रायान अभिज्ञानात् so अथवा अंतर अभिप्राय अनभिज्ञानात् तावत्पर्यन्तं त्वां वनं नेतुं नेच्छामीति भावः. So even though all these things are not there, that is, I have love for you, I have no bhayam, and I have the shakti to protect him, still I did not know therefore your intentions, therefore I said all these things. Anyway, so Atmavata Shiromanikara, for this Priti hi Atmavata Yatha. So he says, Atmavata means Paramatma Vishayaka Vijnana Vishishtena Priti Tad Vishayaka Snehaha Yatha. Like a Bhakta, when he has Jnanam about the greatness of Bhagavan, he cannot give up his love for Bhagavan. Like that, I cannot give up you, because that love for Bhagavan, for a Bhagavan Jnani. So Bhagavad Jnani. So what love he would have for Bhagavan, my love for you is like that. Or you are like that for me, inseparable. Yat srishtasi maya sardham vanavasa yamaithili navihatum maya shakya pritiratmamata yatha dharmastu gajana soru sadbhiracharitah puratam chaham anuvartishye yatha suryam suvarchala. So he gajana soru means, so uru means thighs actually. So your thighs. So hey lady whose thighs are like the trunk of an elephant. So the poets compare like that. So Gajana Soru, Gajanasa, so that the nose of the trunk of the elephant. So that is the upama for the thighs. Anyway, Gajana Soru, He Gajana Soru, Dharmastu Pura Sadbhihi Acharitaha. So this dharma has been followed by elders in the past. So what is that dharma here? So dharma, each one has something to say. So dharma here, Vanaprastha Dharmam. So that is going in the vanam and staying with the wife there in the vanam, that kind of dharma. Or the dharma of always having your wife by your side. Those meanings you can give that dharma. Sadbhihi, by Mahatmas, Pura Acharitaha. That dharma has been followed by great people of the past. Here one commentator says Sadbhihi means so Grihastha Kshatriyahi. I think Govinda Raja only says something like that. So yeah. So idam patnya saha vanagamanam ragapraptam na bhavati. Okay, I will tell you that. So sadbhihi means so grihastha kshatriyahi pura acharitam. That dharma I also wish to follow. So tam ahancha anuvartishye. So tam dharmam ahancha I also anuvartishye will follow. That dharma which elders have followed in the past, he Gajana Soru, he Sita Devi, that dharma I also will follow now. So how yatha suryam suvarchala. Like Suvarchala followed Surya. Now, how you should take this example? There are two ways commentators are offering. A simple way is to say, like Suvarchala followed Surya, like that I will follow Dharma. So, Dharma, you keep Surya, Dharma in the place of Surya and Rama in the place of Suvarchala. Like Suvarchala, Surya Deva's, Surya Bhagavan's wife. So, like Suvarchala followed Surya, like that I will follow Dharma. That is one way of understanding. But then you see the linga, the gender would become wrong. See, dharma and Surya. So Rama, he should not. So when he's giving the example, so he should give an example like that, So dharmaha or dharmam. So dharmaha. He should give an example where he is not putting himself in a strilinga there, because Suvarchala Devi is in stri, Suvarchala is in strilinga. But then this linga vyatyaya in the udaharan is an arsha prayoga. They are saying in arsha vakyas you see like that the gender doesn't matter in the upamana, etc. That is one way, which is good. I think that is what Tilakakara says also. So yatha suryam suvarchala anuvartate tatha mam. So Tilakakara gives the other meaning. He says, you see, so like Suvarchala follows Surya, like that you also follow me to the forest. That is like she was always with Surya, like that you also always be with me. So ahamcha anuvartishye. So that yatha suryam suvarchala, you also follow me. That you have to make. So mam anuvartasva. That the cha is there, ahamcha anuvartishye. I will also follow that dharma means what? You also follow that dharma like Suvarchala followed Surya. You follow me. I will also follow the dharma like all the elders in the past have followed. So yatha aham anuvartishye tatha tvamapi anuvartasva. You have to make that kind of meaning all from the cha there. Yes, yes. Sadbhihi sapatnikaihi rajarshibhi. That is Govind Raja's Vakya. Um, okay, so this is Arsha, Aupamyam, Arsha method that I told you. Then he tells here, so perhaps somebody might allege later. So Rama took Sita with him to the forest. So these people make all kind of allegations. First of all, he was not very keen. Initially, he showed that he was not keen. Then Sita Devi convinced him. Then he says, yeah, okay, come. So people later might allege that, you see, Rama was also, some kind of weakness he had. He couldn't have stayed with Sita Devi without Sita Devi. Therefore, he took her with him. It's kind of allegations people might make. So he's telling this patnya saha vanagamanam raga praptam nabhavati apitu shishtachara siddham ityaha this shloka. This shloka is being said according to Govinda Raja because let nobody allege that this Rama taking Sita Devi along with him is not raga prapta. That is, it is not because of his desire or fancy or whatever. It is the shishtachara. Elders have followed this practice in the past, so therefore I am also following. धर्मस्तु गजनासोरु सद्भिराचरितः पुरा तं चाहम् अनुवर्तिष्ये यथा सूर्यं सुवच्चल न खल्वहं न गच्छेयं वनं जनकनन्दिनी वचनं तन्नयति मां पितुः सत्योपबृंहितम्. You see, Sita, in no case I am going to give up going to the forest. So why he's saying this? So we have seen some shlokas, commentators have interpreted that perhaps Rama is thinking, so maybe he's on second thoughts, having described himself, the Vanam, so much. And then Sita Devi said, perhaps you are yourself doubting. So you don't have doubts about going to the forest. You surely go. I will surely come. Such kind of interpretations they gave. Why they gave is perhaps this shloka is the basis for the interpretation. What is he saying? You see, aham vanam nagacheyam iti nakhalu. I will not go to the forest. Iti na. This can never happen, that I will not go to the forest. Why? Because my father's words are binding me. It is as though pushing me, or rather leading me to go into the forest. So aham vanam nagacheyam iti nakhalu. So this is never the case that I will not go to the vanam. Hey Janakanandini, hey daughter of Janaka. So pituhu tad vachanam mam nayati. So pituhu tad vachanam means what? Satyopa brumhitam vachanam. So my father's, so those words of my father, pituhu tad vachanam. Those words of my father means what? Those words which are filled with truth. So Satyopa brumhitam tad vachanam pituhu mam nayati. Those words are leading me to the forest. So there is no way I will not be going to the forest. That also he is answering. Esha dharmascha shushroni pitur matushchavashyata ajñam chaham yatikramya naham jivitumutsahe. So beginning from here, he is going to give a small lecture on, so lecture means he's speaking on those things. I don't mean it in a wrong way, lecture. So he's speaking something on the importance of seva, matru seva, pitru seva, guru seva, etc. He's speaking from here. Esha dharmascha shushroni. Hey shushroni. Hey shushroni means hey lady with beautiful hips, etc. So that madhyama bhaga pradesha is very beautiful. That's the idea. Hey shushroni. Esha dharmascha. So this is dharma. What is that? Pituhu matuscha vashyata, to be under the control, or rather to be following the instructions of father and mother. This is dharma. Esha dharmascha. So is one of the chakara, you can say eva, in that eva sense one of the chakara is there. Esha dharmascha he shushroni pituhu matuscha vashyata. And then ajña chaham yatikramya naham jivitum utsahe. Aham ajñam yatikramya aham jivitum notsahe. So by transgressing their order or their instructions, I do not wish to even live. That is, they have instructed me to go to the forest, I will definitely go. I cannot transgress their orders and desire to live by that. So ajñam chaham yatikramya naham jivitumutsahe. So whether they are saying anything here. So etat padarthaha piturmatuscha vashyata. So vashyata means here ishtanuvartita. So being under their control means acting according to their ishta, their happiness. Atoham tad ajñam vyatikramya jivitum notsahe iti maya nishchitam. So I have decided to go to the forest because it is their order, and by transgressing their orders, I never desire even to live. Aswadhinam katham daivam prakareir abhiradhyate swadhinam samatikramya mataram pitaram gurum. So somebody might say, okay, why all that? Perhaps Sita Devi herself might say, so this father's service, mother's service, all that, why don't we do the service of devatas itself? So what the crux of the shloka I will tell you. It's a little difficult to do on Vaya. First I will tell you the crux and let's see. what Rama is trying to say here, this Swadhinam. So Swadhinam means father and mother, they are all Swadhina. That is, you are able to see them and they are dependent on your service. So they are somebody whom you can, actually serve, because I mean they are easy to serve because you are able to physically see them, and then they are Pratyaksha Gochara also. So that is father and mother who are directly visible to you and they expect your service. To those people itself, if you are not able to serve, how can you serve devatas? How can you even, think of serving devatas who are aswadhinam? Aswadhinam means they are not visible to your eye, and then they are not dependent on your service anyway. You are serving devatas for some result for your sake. So something like that is the meaning. Aswadhinam katham daivam prakarihi abhiradhyate. So abhiradhanam means puja. So abhiradhyate. Katham abhiradhyate. How can somebody worship devata? What devata? Aswadhinam daivam. So this devata, so devatas who are aswadhina, how can somebody worship? Prakaraihi. Prakaraihi means various modes, the various modes of worship are there, yajna, yaga, puja, etc. All those things, by all those modes or means, how can one aim to worship aswadhina devatas? So aswadhina devatas, I told you, I will read out from the commentary also. Aswadhina devatas means devatas who are not dependent on your service, and then they are not pratyaksha gochara also. So how can one, worship devatas who are aswadhina? How? So swadhinam samatikramya mataram pitaram gurum. So samatikramya, having transgressed the orders of father, mother and guru, who are dependent on your service and who are pratyaksha gochara. That is, even pratyaksha gochara devatas you cannot worship, means how can you worship these devatas who are pratyaksha agochara? That's the idea. So aswadhinam apratyakshatvat tradrisham daivam. So prakaso this tilakakara. So they are aswadhina. Why they are aswadhina means, so they are not under your pratyaksha vishaya. They are not pratyaksha gochara for you. And then or swadhinam, you can say pratyaksha swasevayatta vishishtam matradikam. So swadhinam, or the other way would be aswadhinam. So aswadhinam is interpreted in two ways. So or the first interpretation is basically a hetu. They are apratyaksha to you, therefore they are difficult to worship. Father, mother, guru are pratyaksha to you, they are easy to worship. So the easy mode of worship itself, if you are not following, how can you aim to even follow the difficult mode of worship? And then aswadhinam, swadhinam, you can give another meaning also. Swadhinam means, so they are so your seva is expected by them. That is swadhina. And aswadhina would be, so aswadhinam apratyakshetvena pratyaksha swasevayattatva rahitam daivam. So that they are apratyaksha, therefore they don't desire your seva as much as your father, mother desire. So the idea is, having not followed instructions of your father, mother and guru, how can you even aim to follow the instructions of or rather serve devatas, etc. So the easy, you see, the easy kind of thing itself, if you are not able to do, how can you do the difficult thing? That is what he's trying to say. So recently I was listening to one pravachan of Akhandananda Saraswati ji, Paramarth Chintan. So one series of his talks, so on their YouTube channel they have been putting. So randomly one day I was listening to that. So he says, you see, a person who cannot follow upavasa in life, a simple pratam like upavasa, how can he be a better judge? How can he be a better doctor? How can he be a better teacher, etc. I was trying to say. So simple vratam, if he is not able to do, then these playing the life roles, they are a more challenging task, so you will not be committed. You will obviously get compromised. So if small vratams you are not able to do, the larger life roles also you will not be able to play properly. That is, the small vratams are a test for your commitment, your mind's, control. Rather your control over the mind. These are the tests for how much you can be dedicated, committed, etc. That's what Rama is also hinting here. Aswadhinam katham daivam prakarir abhiradhyate swadhinam samatikramya mataram pitaram gurum. So yeah, all this I told you. Govinda Raja has something more to say, I suppose. Yeah, aswadhinam is swatantram. Yeah, all this we have seen. So So Swadhinam also means Pratyakshataya Niyojayantam. All these meanings we have seen. Those words from the Bhasha, I have no commentary, I have not told you. That's all. Now see some next 4 shlokas. In fact, this also is a quotable quote, you can say. So in some sense, 33rd shloka also is a quotable quote. And the first half of 32 is also a quotable quote, you can say. Okay. Now the next 4 shlokas, you see, he's telling greatness of seva to father, mother, and guru. Yatra trayam trayo loka pavitram tat samam bhuvi nanyadasti shubha pange tenedam abhiradhyate. So hey shubha pange, apanga means side glances, shubha pange. So hey lady of very beautiful. Shubha means auspicious. Shubha means beauty also, we can say. Shubha pange means beautiful side glances you have. Such kind of lady, hey Sita Devi. Yatra trayam trayo lokaha pavitram tat samam bhuvi. So nanyadasti. So yatra trayam trayo lokaha. That is by service to the father, mother, and guru. This all the 3 purusharthas. Trayam, trayo lokaha. All the 3 worlds becomes worshipped by worshipping father, mother. I am telling you the gist. I will read out from at least Tilakakara's commentary here. So this yatra trayam means by. So yatra means so by which worship. By which worship? That is worship of father, mother, and guru. By which worship? The trayam, trividha purusharthas. Then somebody will raise the question. All this is there in some commentaries here. So what about moksha? So moksha also you put under artha, because ultimately that's the parama purushartha, the only purushartha. Therefore moksha also you can include under artha. So all the 3 purusharthas you can take that way, or 4 if you want. Trayam, he is just telling 3. So yatra trayam. So by which worship the 3 purusharthas are obtained. So trayo lokaha, and then yatra trayo lokaha. Yatra trayo lokaha means that worship itself is the obtainment of all the 3 worlds. You can say that way, or you can say by worshipping whom all the 3 worlds become worship. That is all the devatas. So that is one meaning. Somebody further interprets and says all the devatas in all the 3 worlds become worshipped if you worship these 3 people. And then tat samam bhuvi pavitram nanyadasti. So than which there is no more pavitram thing in this world. So there is no equal pavitra in this world than serving father, mother, and guru. Therefore, tenedam abhiradhyate. Tena means therefore, because of that reason, idam abhiradhyate. Idam. So mataram, pitaram, gurum, etc. Tatrayam. This triad of father, mother, and guru, I worship because there is nothing more elevating or nothing more pavitram in this world than following them, etc. So abhiradhyate, therefore they are being worshipped, etc. Let's see this now. So incidentally, this trayam, so they are the trayam he's telling. So and then trayo lokaha, what is his name? Saubhagya Bhaskara. So Bhaskara Raya, he's Mangalacharanam. So he's written very famous bhashyam for Lalita Sahasranam, So his Mangalacharanam there. I don't remember the entire shloka, just the first and last line I remember. I will tell you, but the last line is more, related here. Shri Gambhira Vipaschita Piturabhut Yah Konamambodare. So he talks about 3 people there. Last line he says, Tat Treta Tripura Traiti Manute Tameva Natha Traim. Perhaps his inspiration is this shloka only. He says, you see, so he mentions 3 people, his father, and then in that line he mentions his mother's name also, Konamamba, and Gambhira Vipaschit is his father's name. So, and then 2 gurus of his, from one is his Vidya Guru, one is Diksha Guru. Those 3 people he mentions, his father and 2 gurus. And then by mentioning his father, he's mentioning his mother also in that shloka. So this Trai, so parents, iti one you can take, and 2 gurus. This triad is Treta, the 3 fires that a Grihastha has to have for me. So the 3 fires that as a Grihastha I am supposed to worship, these 3 are those 3 fires. The Treta, Tripura, the Tripura Devi, these 3 people are the Tripura Devi. Trai, then this Veda Adhyayanam, etc., Adhyayanam, Adhyapanam, that also is Aradhanam only. That Trai, this Veda also is for me, those 3 people only. Something like that. So maybe he took it from here. So yatra pitra dyaradhane sati vayam dharmartha kamarupam. So trayam, sorry, yatra. So print here is not very clear. You should bear with me. Yatra pitra dyaradhane sati trayam dharmartha kamarupam bhavati. So if you worship Pitra Vyaradhane Sati, if there is worship of Pitradi, that is Pita, Mata, and Guru, then Trayam, Dharmartha Kamarupam bhavati. All the three purusharthas we get. And trayo lokascha aradhita bhavanti. Trayo lokaha. All the three lokas become as good as worship. Trayo lokaha aradhita bhavanti. Anena tad aradhanena lokatrayantargata sakala devataradhana phalam darshitam. So by worshipping these three people, you get the phalam of worshipping the devatas existing in all the three lokas. So darshitam ataha tat samam anyat pavitram punyajanakam. So tat samam pavitram nasti means tat samam punyajanakam nasti. So nothing can give you more punyam than worshipping these three people. That is the meaning of pavitram there. Pavitram means something that gives punyam. Yadva pavir mahabhaya rupaha samsaraha. So tasmat trayate. So pavi trayate is pavitra. So like gayantam trayate gayatri. Like that, So put and tra, they say, so punnama naraka tasmat trayate putra. So whatever that means, here you see pavi. Pavi actually means vajrayudham. That is one meaning. Or pavihi can also mean great bhayam. Both he is quoting here. Pavir vajram mahabhayam ityabhidhanat. So from the pavi mahabhayam samsara rupa bhayat trayate iti pavitram. That is, there is nothing more, what should I say, nothing more saving grace than worshipping father, mother, guru, etc. So incidentally, the word pavi here, vajram, has come. Very famous padyam is there, Srikalahastishwara Shatakam. So it's a very beautiful grantha. There are three works on Shiva Radhanam, which I like personally a lot. So two are in Sanskrit. Perhaps I have said this earlier. So Shivananda Lahari and Shivamahimna Stotram. And the third one is these padyams of Dhurjati, Kalahastishwara Shatakam. So Pavi Pushpam Bagu, Agni Manchagu, Apu Parambu, Bhumi Sthalambau, Shatrund Atimitrudau, Vishamu Divyaharamau Nennaga, Dharani Mandali Lopalan, Shiva Shivetyabhashano Lasikin, Shiva Ninamamu, Sarvavashya Karamau, Shri Kalahastishwara. So he says, you see, Shiva, so for somebody who keeps telling Shiva, 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 I like this padyam, so don't mind, I'm digressing. For somebody who keeps repeating Shiva, 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 so for him on this earth, Pavi Pushpam Babu, Vajram becomes as soft. Somebody hits you with Vajram, it's like for him that Vajram becomes soft like a flower. Agni Manchavu, if you are being burnt in fire, that will turn into snow. And then Apu Parambu, Bhumi Stalambavu. So Apu Parambu means, so great expanse of water, let's say ocean or something, it gives way for this person. Suppose somebody puts you in ocean, it will make way for you, you can nicely walk away and go. Shatrunda Atimitrudau, Shatru becomes Atimitra, and then Visham becomes Divyaharam, etc. So Shiva Ninamamu Sarvavashya Karamau. So Sarvavashya Karam. So everything in this world it can give you. Shri Kalahastishwara. Very simple padyam. There is more Sanskrit in the padyam than Telugu. Anyway, so that Pavi he is telling, Pavi means Mahabhayam, Samsara Rupa Bhayam, Tasmat Trayate iti Pavitram. Tat Sadrisham Pavitram iha nasti. On this earth, there is no more Pavitram than worship of father, mother, guru. Yatra Trayam. So lot of other meanings also are there. I'm not going into it. Only thing is in that artha you have to include moksha also. That is Shiromani Kara is telling. Just one more line in Tilakakara's Vakya. Tasmat Trayate. So anena samsara tarakam ityarthaha. So pavitram means samsara tarakam. Pavitram punyajanakam is one meaning first he gave. Now he is telling pavitram means samsara tarakam. Anyat trailokye nasti. In this entire three words, there is nothing more samsara elevating. So elevating from samsara, not elevating the samsara. Something more samsara elevating in all the three words than serving father, mother. Yatra trayam trayo lokah pavitram tat samam bhuvi nanyadasti shubhapange tenedam abhiradhyate na satyam danamano va yajño vapyapta dakshinaha tatha balakara site yatha seva piturmata. So here who you have to include father, mother and guru. So like seva of father is equal potency, nothing else has. So like the potency that service to the father has, that much potency nothing else in this world has. Not even Satyam. So Satyavak Paripalanam somebody does. No. Pitruvakya Paripalanam is much stronger. Danamano. So Danam, somebody does a lot of Danam. But Pitruvakya Paripalanam has greater Punyam. Manam here So that is living a life of good conduct. That is manam here. That kind of life one leads. But then pitruvakya paripalanam, pitru seva, matru seva, all that has greater phalam. Yajnaha, lot of yajna somebody does, but father, mother, guru service is more balakara. That is more stronger than yajna. And then apta dakshinaha. Apta dakshinaha. So Apta Brahmanihi Apta Dakshina Yasmin sa Yajna. Apta Dakshinaha means Yajnaha. So that in which Yajna is obtained. That is the meaning of Apta Dakshina. Where is it? So that in which Dakshina is obtained. Where is Dakshina obtained? In Yajna. Lot of Dakshina is obtained by Brahmanas, etc. So Yajnas. Yajna is also there. So Apta Dakshinaha, you have to make an adjective to Yajna. Yajna, which is Apta Dakshina, that or Dana, Manam, Satyam, none of it is Tatha Balakara Site, He Site, Yatha Pitur Seva Mata, like father's seva is decided, has been decided to be powerful, like that these things are not powerful. Tatha na Balakara, they are not Balakara, like, so Balakara is they are not Punya Janaka, you can take it that way. I think they are saying like that. Balakara, Paraloka Balakara, Tad Hitavaha, Tad Hitavaha ityarthaha. So that Balakara here means they don't have enough, as much potential, rather they don't have as much potential to take you to Sarga like serving father, mother, guru is. So all that is there. So na satyam danamano va yajno va pyapta dakshinaha tatha balakara site yatha seva piturmata swargo dhanam va dhanyam va vidya putra sukhani cha guru vritti anurodhena nakinchidapi durlabham. So guru vritti anurodhena. So guru vritti here means thought or mind of the guru, and include father, mother here. So following the mind of the guru. So guru has something in mind, even before he says it, you are already achieving such a vratam or such a seva that you are doing to guru, father, mother. So guru vritti anurodhena, by that, by following, anurodhanam here means following that guru vritti, guru's mind. Following the guru's mind can get anything. There is nothing in this world that following your father, mother, guru's instructions cannot get you. So be it Sarga, be it dhanam, money, dhanyam, all the, so dhanyam is, pulses, all those things. So food seeds, food kind of wealth. So dhanyam. So what is dhanyam? English meaning, I don't know. Dhanyam is basically, you get the idea, right? Dhanyam is rice and wheat and pulses, cereals, all those things. So dhanam, dhanyam, vidya, putra, sukhanicha. So any vidya you have to get, putraha, sukhani, all of that. So nakinchidapi durlabham, nothing is impossible. All these things also you will get. In fact, nothing, there is nothing that guru vritti anurodhanam cannot get you. Vargo dhanam va dhanyam va vidya putra sukhani cha guru vritti anurodhena nakinchidapi durlabham deva gandharva golokan brahmalokan tatha paran prapnuvanti mahatmanaha mata pitru parayanaha. So mata pitru parayanaha, so include guru also, those who serve their father, mother, etc. Those people, those mahatmas, mahatmanaha, mata pitru parayanaha, what happens to them? They obtain devaloka, gandharvaloka, goloka, brahmaloka, tatha aparan, all other lokas also prapnuvanti. Those mahatmas who serve their father, mother and guru, all the lokas they will get. So mata pitru parayanaha means matradi bhaktaha. You have to take. Guru vritti there means guru chitta vritti anurodhena, by following. All that I have told you. Sama pita yatha shasti satya dharma pathe sthitaha. So we will finish this sarga hopefully. Sama pita yatha shasti satya dharma pathe sthitaha tata vartitumichhami sahi dharma sanatanaha. So sa ma here means mom. Samam, that kind of me. So saha ma means that kind of me who wishes to follow their orders. Saha mam yatha pita shasti, the way my father is instructing me. What kind of father? Satya dharma pathe sthitaha. My father, who's, so saha pita, maybe you can say it that way, that kind of father. So father whose service is supposed to bring a lot of good auspiciousness in life, that father who satya dharma pathe sthitaha is established in the path of truth and dharma. So mam yatha shasti, ma here means mom, the way he is instructing me, that way I wish to follow. Tatha vartitum ichhami, yatha mam shasti tatha vartitum ichhami sahi dharma sanatanaha. Why do you want to follow your father's instruction? Because that is sanatana dharma. To follow father's instructions is Sanatana Dharma. Mama sanna mati site netum tvam dandakavanam vasishyami tisat tvam anuyatum sunishchita. So mama sanna mati site, hey site, so netum tvam dandakavanam. Here sanna Tilakakara interprets one way, the other people are interpreting another way. So tvam dandakavanam netum mama matihi. So my mind or my intention regarding taking you to Dandakavanam. So mama matihi Dandakavanam netum, to take you to Dandakavana. Mama matihi, my mind, my intention. Sanna here means Vishirna. That what should I say? That intention or the Nishchaya that I had earlier, that has now been kind of weakened, loosened by all your words. Hey Site. That is one way. Or you can say, so Dandakavanam netum mama matihi sanna. That is, now my mind has been made up to take you to Dandakavanam. Both ways you can say, because we are following Tilakakara, you can say, so Dandakavanam netum mama matihi sanna. Whatever mati or intentions I had earlier, that has become completely loosened or removed. Why? So Vasishyamiti sattvam. So Vasishyamiti. So Vasishyamiti means here he's just quoting one word from the entire dialogue of Sita. Vasishyami. I will live along with you. Iti. Based on that one word, okay. I'm wondering if I have to tell some Mimamsa here. So Vasishyami, what he's trying to say, that one word, this is called Padaika Vakyata. The entire Veda, if you see, there are two types of things, Padaika Vakyata and Vakyaika Vakyata. Let's not go into Vakyaika Vakyata here. Take Padaika, this is Padaika Vakyata. So suddenly it struck to me. I thought I should tell you. Padaika Vakyata means, you see, there will be a lot of description in Veda. Ultimately, if you ask the Mimamsaka, what is all this description leading to? He says it all leads to Yajeta. So one Yajeta Sarga Kamaha. So Jyotish Tomena Yajeta Sarga Kamaha. All this is leading to one word. That is the crux of all the description is you do the yaga. Like that, the crux of entire dialogue of Sita Devi is Vasishyami. I will live along with you in the forest. So he's quoting that to show Padaika Vakyata perhaps. Just struck me like that. Vasishyami iti. Whatever you told, based on that one crux of your sentence, that I will live along with you, based on that, the essence of your dialogue, my mind has been made up, that whatever mind was made up earlier, that has been destroyed, or you can say my mind has now been made up to take you to the forest. Satvam mam anuyatum sunishchita. So Satvam, that kind of you who has said that I will live along with you, that kind of you, mam anuyatum sunishchita, you have now been decided to follow me. That is, I have now decided to take you along with me. So tvam sunishchita, you have been well decided upon. Why? So where, regarding what? Mam anuyatum, to follow me, you have been decided upon. That is, I have giving you now the permission to follow me. That is, I am also agreeing to take you along with me. Mama sanna mati site netum tvam dandaka vanam vasishyami ti. Satvam mamanuya vasishyami tisatvam mamanuyatum sunishchita. Vasishyami tisatvam mamanuyatum sunishchita. Something is hitting me there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's nice only. Mama means correct only. Mama sanna mati site netum tvam dandaka vanam vasishyami tisatvam mamanuyatum sunishchita. Okay. Sahi dishtanavadyangi vanaya madirekshane anugachhasvamam bhiru saha dharmachari bhava. Sahi dishtanavadyangi. So, he anavadyangi, सा त्वं हि यतो अधुना वनाय वनगमनाय दिष्टा मया अनुज्ञाता. Sa dishta. So, hey anavadyangi. Anavadyangi means hey lady with beautiful body parts. So, none of her body parts are defective. That's the idea. Very beautiful body she has. Hey Sita, anavadyangi Site. Sa vanaya dishta. You have now, dishta here means, so anujnata. You have now been permitted for the forest. Vanaya dishta means, so vanavasaya dishta. You should take that way. To live along with me in the forest, you have now been permitted. Hey madirekshane. Madirekshane means hey lady with intoxicating eyes. That is, if Rama looks at Sita Devi, so he gets that love, etc. You know, that intoxication he feels. Hey madirekshane. Hey anavadyangi. So satvam vanaya dishta anugachhasvamam bhiru. Bhiru means hey timid lady. So women used to be timid at that time, it seems. So bhiru. So Bhiru, if you tell today, people will get angry. Bhiru means, so hey, timid lady. You can take contextually, she was, afraid whether Rama will take me or not. You can take it that way. But generally, Bhiru is used as a general expression for women also. So that how appropriate it is, we don't know. So Anugacha Swamam. So you please follow me. Now I have given you the permission. You have follow me. Sahadharmachari Bhava. You follow Dharma along with me. Sahadharmachari Bhava. So here people will bring in. So Sahadharmachari Bhava means I have come here with one Dharma of Rakshasa Samhara, etc. So that Dharma you also follow along with me. That is, you follow me to the Vanam. There, if you are there, so many Rakshasas, I can put an end to all that they are saying here. But simply it can mean Sahadharmachari Bhava. My Dharma here is to follow Pitruvakyam. You also follow that Dharma along with me. In fact, your permission and then your accompaniment is what makes me follow that Dharma easier for me. Sahi Dishtanavadyangi Vanaya Madirekshane Anugaccha Swamam Bhiru Saha Dharmachari Bhava Sarvatha Sadrisham Site Mama Swasya Kulasya Cha Vyavasayam Anukranta Kante Tvam Atishobhanam. So Sarvatha Sadrisham Site, He Site Mama Swasya Kulasya Cha. Mama Kulasya, you can take Mama twice here. So like I told you yesterday, Avriti you can do. So Mama Sadrisham, Mama Kulasya Sadrisham, Swasya Kulasya Sadrisham. Swasya means here your Kulasya Sadrisham Sarvatha. All that you have spoken so far, Hey Sita, it is very befitting of you. It is very befitting of me also. So I have such a wife, I should be very proud. Mama Sadrisham. It is befitting of me. That is my wife, how she should behave. You have behaved like that. Mama Kulasya Sadrisham. So like how a daughter-in-law of Ikshvaku lineage should behave, you have behaved like that. Swasya Kulasya Sadrisham, like how a daughter of these Janaka's Kula, that Videha Kula, how they have to behave, you have behaved like that. Sarvatha Sadrisham. Sadrisham means here appropriate. Whatever you have said, your behavior so far is very appropriate. So Sadrisham Vyavasayam. Here Vyavasayam is all that effort that you have taken so far, your Nishchaya, your words, etc. Vyavasayam Anukranta. So Sarvatha Vyavasayam Sadrisham Anukranta. Your thoughts, your Nishchaya, etc. has been Anukranta here means they have all come forth very appropriately as befitting me, as befitting my kulam, as befitting your kulam, etc. He Kante. So He Kante, hey dear lady, Tvam Atishobhanam Anukranta. Very beautifully and appropriately these thoughts have come out of you. Tvam. So Tvam Atishobhanam Vyavasayam Sarvatha Mama Kulasya Swasya Kulasya Cha Sadrisham Anukranta. Your Vyavasayam, very Atishobhanam Vyavasayam. So it is Anukranta, it has come forth, it has come forth very appropriately, etc. Arabhasva, just give me another 5-6 minutes, we will finish this. Arabhasva Shubhashroni Vanavasa Kshamaha Kriyaha. Vanavasa Kshamaha Kriyaha Nedanim Twadrite Site Swargopi Mamarochate. Hey Shubhashroni. Shubhashroni means again, so Shushroni we have seen same thing. Shubhashroni, hey Sita of beautiful hip and all that, Madhyama Pradesha, hips, etc. So Shubhashroni Arabhasva Vanavasa Kshamaha Kriyaha. All the kriyas, that is, all the preparations required for Vanavasa. Vanavasa Kshamaha here means, so required for Vanavasa, those kriyaha, all those acts, Arabhasva, you please prepare. That is, get ready to go to the Vanam. Nedanim Twadrute Site Swargopi Mamarochate. Hey Sita, don't worry. Again, I am telling you, without you. So even Swarga I cannot enjoy without you. So Idanim Twadrite. Idanim means so here that is forever you should take. Idanim now means, so I think one of the commentators also says Idanim means after hearing that your mind is so beautiful that even this dukkham you did not mind to share with me. Therefore now my conviction is even more stronger. That's why he's telling Idanim. So Idanim Twadrite, without you, He Site, Swargopi Mamarojate. Even Swarga doesn't seem very interesting to me if such kind of you I don't have with me. That is, you have beautifully expressed your intention, etc. Brahmanebhyascha ratnani bhikshukebhyascha bhojanam dehi chasham samanebhyaha santvarasva chamachiram. Brahmanebhyaha ratnani dehi. All the ratnam here stands for Upalakshanam, for all the sreshtha things that we have. So you see, Rama is not like, okay, everything you lock in the house, 14 years, after 14 years, we will come back and then use those things. No, everything you give away. Whatever we have with us, After 14 years, whether we will come or not, who knows? 14 years, whether we will survive or not. That too in the forest. So this perhaps is the intention of Rama. So he's telling Brahmanebhyaha ratnani dehi, bhikshukebhyaha ashamsamanebhyaha bhojanam dehi. To bhikshukas who are expecting bhojanam, to them you give bhojanam. That is, some people will come, begging for food, you can say. To those people you give food. So those, they can be, sannyasis, they could be, or even poor people come asking for food. To them you give food. So this ashamsamanebhyaha, some people are putting it only for bhikshukebhyaha, some people are putting it for brahmanebhyaha. There might be some brahmanas who want all these ratnams and other precious things that we have with us, you give them to them. So these precious things you give to the brahmanas. To people who are expecting food, you please give that to them. Santvarasvacha machiram. Santvarasva, that is, hurry up quickly. So you do all these things quickly. Machiram, please don't delay. So Santvarasvacha machiram. संतरस्वचमाचिरं भूषणानि महार्हाणि वरवस्त्राणि यानि च रमणीयाश्च ये केचित् क्रीडार्थाश्चाप्युपस्कराः शयनीयानि यानानि मम चान्यानि यानि च देहि स्वभृत्यवर्गस्य ब्राह्मणानाम् अनन्तरं भूषणानि महार्हाणि. Maharhani, so very great quality bhushanam, abharanam, etc. Varavasтрани yani cha, yani varavastrani, all the great garments, clothes, etc. that you have. Ramaniyascha ye kechit kridarthascha upaskaraha. Upaskaraha here means, so one of the commentators writes, all these toys, so toys of small children, such kind of toys, that all these things you have, which are kridartham. So kridarthaha upaskaraha. All these toys, etc., implements or means or gadgets for krida. Krida is sport, for playing, which are beautiful also. Ramaniyaha, upaskaraha, kridarthaha. Those also you give off. To whom you should give, he's going to tell in the next shloka. Shayaniyani yanani. So shayaniyani, all the things that are there for sleeping. That is bed, mattress, blanket, mat, all those things. And then yanani, all the yanams that we have. So perhaps horse, ratham, etc. All of those things also. Mamacha anyani yanicha. So mamacha, when he's telling, he says all these things belonging to you, you give. All these things belonging to me also, you give away. Don't keep mine or yours just like that. Both of our things, all these things, beautiful things, you give up. So toys, so those gadgets, upaskaraha for kridartha, they are very beautiful toys, all of them very nice, but then give them away. All the precious things, you give them away. Shayanani, yanani, all of them. Mamacha anyani yanicha. So mamacha anyani here means, so all other, whatever yani anyani, all other precious things worthy of giving away in dhanam, you give them away. Dehi, so to give away. To whom? Swabhritya vargasya. To all your attendants, to all our attendants, people who are working in this palace of ours, to them you give away. Brahmananam anantaram. After giving away to the brahmanas all the precious things, whatever is there, so whatever they don't perhaps require, that is, it's not appropriate for a brahmana to have such things. Such things could be there, or something that they might not desire. Those things you give away to all the bhritya vargas also. Anukulam tu sa bhartur jnatva gamanamatmanaha kshipram pramudita devi dhatumeva prachakrame. So that Devi, so she knows what is Rama's mind, so she is also acting accordingly. Anukulam tu sa bhartuhu. Bhartuhu anukulam sa Sita Devi jnatva. So what is that? So what is, so here you should understand a different way. So bhartuhu swagamanam atmanaha gamanam anukulam jnatva. So having known that her going to the forest, atmanaha gamanam. So atmanaha gamanam means her going to where? To the forest. So atmanaha gamanam bhartuhu anukulam jnatva. Having now recognized that her going to the forest is something that is accepted by Rama also. Having known that, having realized it, kshipram pramudita devi dhatumeva upachakrame. So that Devi, Sita Devi, pramudita, she became extremely happy, and kshiprameva dhatum prachakrame. She began now, even mentally itself, she began already giving up all those things. So kshipram here means quickly. That is, she hurriedly now made preparations for dhanam, etc., so that they can pack whatever basic things they require and go. So kshiprameva dhatum prachakrame. Prachakrame means, so she started giving away all those things. Pramudita, she became very happy also. Now this last shloka, it is not there in Tilakakara's patha, it is there only in Govinda Raja's patha. So let us see that. Tatah prahrishta pratipurna manasa yashasvini bharturavekshya bhashitam dhanani ratnancha dhatu mangana prachakrame dharmabhritam manaswini. So tatah prahrishta, tataha, thereafter, prahrishta, so extremely delighted now she, Sita Devi, extremely happy because Rama has agreed to take her. Pratipurna Manasa. So her desire has been fulfilled. Manasam here you can take her intention or her desire. Pratipurnam. So Pratipurna Manasa means she whose desire has been fulfilled. Pratipurna Manasa. Yashaswini. So Sita of great fame. Yashaswini. So Bhartuhu Bhashitam Avekshya. Having thought about whatever her husband told so far, Bhartuhu Bhashitum Avekshya. So Avekshya thought about means you should say what did she think about, not that okay Rama told these things, some of these things I will silently keep away so that we will come back and use aisa nahi. Avekshitam Bhartuhu Bhashitam, whatever her husband spoke. Aveksha means having seen or having thought about means. So she was mentally thinking, okay, what to whom I should give. Those things she was thinking upon. You can take it that way. Bhartuhu bhashitum avekshya dhanani ratnani cha datum prachakrame. So she began giving away all the dhanam, ratnam, all other precious things. Datum prachakrame. She began giving away all those things in dhanam. Who? That Angana, that lady Sita Devi. Dharmabhritam manaswini. So Dharmabhritam datum prachakrame. So Dharmabhritbhyaha datum prachakrame. You should take it that way. She began giving away all the precious things to very dharmic people. So all those people who follow dharma, that is brahmanas, and then people in the palace, etc. Those servants. To all of them, she began giving away. Who? That Angana, that lady who is Manaswini. Manaswini here is so Sita, very magnanimous mind, you can say, or Sita whose mind is under her control. Manaswini means she who has a mind. So who has a very good, well controlled mind. That's what it means. That is so much dukkha she could keep aside. That is the prospective dukkha of vanavasam she could keep aside, and she could actually help in Rama's dharma paripalanam, etc. Therefore, Manaswini Sita Angana. So dharma bhritam datum prachakrame, that is dharma bhritbhyaha datum prachakrame. इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदि काव्ये Ayodhyakaande Trimshas Sargaha. So next Sarga we will start next week. Evam Shrutvasa Sambadam Lakshmana Purvamagataha Bashpa Paryakula Mukhaha Shokam Sodhum Ashaknuvan. And then what is he doing? Sabhartush Charano Gadham Nipidya Raghunandanaha Sita Muvachati Asham Raghavancha Mahavratam. So Lakshmana directly attacks. So that is directly going and falling on Rama's feet. So only then he will start speaking. That is, it seems so. So of course I will tell this in the next class. It seems he's thinking to Sita Devi only. He was arguing so much to take to the forest means I wonder what all he's going to tell me. I am going to nothing. Just surrender to you and say I cannot live without coming with you. I will come with you for sure. I want to serve you, etc. With that intention, directly he only falls at the feet first and only then starts speaking. We will see all this the next session. We will stop here. I have taken some extra time. Please don't mind. यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् Shri Krishnarpanamastu. So if you have anything